it's a little too dark for my transition. So I'm going to have to use this rustier rose color, which has a lot of fallout, I hate to say. It seems like the frosted colors always do. It seems like they're the ones with the fallout, you know? And that is a good neutral color. It's just a good neutral color between the two. See, it just takes it from this bright white to this kind of rosy look. And just, I want something between the two colors that I'm using. Actually, I may use 3 colors. We'll see. Yeah, I think I will. Because that's a nice transition between the brow bone and the upper crease area. But now I am going to use my small tapered blending brush, which is an E45, in that brownish rose color, and just see, because it's matte, I'm going to see, maybe it's not too dark. Let's see. It's not. Okay, that's a pretty good transition color then. Okay. We did the lighter color right above it. God, I look so dried out today, y'all, my skin. I'm trying to think, did I just not drink a lot of water? Is this one of those? There's days in your life, you guys, where you notice an aging process. Like the first time I noticed an age spot on my hands. You just, all of a sudden you notice it, and it's like, that wasn't there yesterday. And it really wasn't there yesterday. That is the day that you got the age spot. I mean, there's always a time that it actually happens. You know, it's happening little by little underneath, but there's like a day that you notice. You know what I mean? Like there's a day that it goes from just kind of building to the day that it shows, whether it's a wrinkle, an age spot, whatever. And yeah, those are never great days when you notice things like that. I'll never forget one time I noticed the wrinkles on my wrist right here, and it's because I came out of a tanning booth. Never been back to one since. Because it definitely aged me that day. Was I aging before that day? Yes, of course I was. But that day, I noticed the difference. Darn, I didn't bring a pencil brush. Because now we're going to use that dark color. And I did want to use a pencil brush. Huh. I got brushes all around me. But I'm going to use my short shader to go ahead and do underneath my eye. Okay, that is not nearly as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. And it is very berry. Thought it'd be a little darker. Don't y'all think? It's a very berry. It's not very, it doesn't have any brown to it at all. Very berry. But I am just using this short shader to kind of build that outer color. I'm seeing a chunkiness in this, you guys, that I'm not adoring. Do you see it? The fallout from it? And again, don't ever rub that. Just use like a dual fiber or a fan brush and just knock it off. Otherwise, you'll rub it in and it looks awful. Okay, I'm going to try wetting this with my unspit, and some of you are going, it's my palette. I'm not sharing it. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't do other people's makeup. I don't share makeup with other people. I really don't. Like, if somebody wants to borrow my makeup, that's fine. They can borrow it and then they can have it. I'll just let them have it. It's just like a fingernail file. So if someone says, do you have a fingernail file? I always hand them my extra one. I always keep an extra one for other people, just in case somebody ever needs one. I know, I'm like a mom that way, where you just always have other things people need, like tissues and stuff like that. Like an extra tissue packet is what I'm talking about. So that if somebody needs to use a tissue and you can tell after you offer them a tissue that they're going to need them, I just let them have the whole little packet. I mean, how expensive are those things? You can get them at the dollar store. Just let them have the packet. And obviously they're needing one. But same with the fingernail file. I don't want to share my fingernail juice with you, or fingernail dead skin cells, because that's what it is when you file all that little powder. No, I don't want it back after you've used it. So you can just have it. You know, and always keep, like, from Bath and Body Works, they have those cute little ones, the little animal ones that are short. I just let people have them, because it also makes them, like, happy later. Or it makes me happy later. Maybe it doesn't make other people happy. Okay, there's a dark brown right under it. We'll see how this does for brows. Is this going to work for my brow color? It is. Now all I'm doing here is just kind of reinforcing what's already there. I mostly stay under the brow to do this, but then back here, of course, you do have to fill it in. Yeah, that color's working really well. See the difference? As you age, your eyebrows also go away. They say, bye-bye. Bye-bye, I'm leaving. So you go straight up like that. And then right where that little peak is, you come back down. Right there. And fill in those back hairs. And then I have to come forward here a little bit because this brow just, for some reason, doesn't want to fill in like the other one. Have y'all ever have that? Where one brow just fills in easier than the other? And so you work it and work it and work it, and next thing you know, you've overworked it. You ever notice that? And you come back and go, oh my gosh, I really overdid that brow. Did y'all ever do that? I bet you're going, Betha, are you having that feeling right now? Yes, I am. I am. Okay, that's enough, right? Y'all, that is a really red. It almost makes my eyes look tired. But I used plenty of bronze with it, so it shouldn't look that red. But now I am going to soften the lines here with a blending brush. And I'm probably going to be in more than one video because I can never get my makeup done in 12 minutes, which is all you get on a on this setting on my, I guess it's a setting on my camera, not the, well, that blended pretty well. Now I do, again, have fallout, so let's just get that with this. Yeah, because we don't want that to stick around. And there's some fallout. I think that's fallout whenever you use something that has a frost in it or something. I don't know. Y'all tell me your thoughts on that. I just feel like there's always fallout with these palettes. I don't know if it's because they're made quick and cheap to, you know, offer something for a YouTuber to sell. And it's not just because they're trying to help the YouTuber. It's because the YouTuber has a following, and that makeup line can do a quick one and done. We'll make 50,000 of these and they'll sell out and we're done. Because a lot of times you can't get the palette after that. Unless it's huge and it does really well, then they don't typically make a second round. So anyway, there's a lot of colors I didn't use. A part of me kind of wants to do a little dusting of one of these highlighters. But it's for work. And that is a little bit much for work. Okay, I feel like I've done enough shadow. So now I'm going to get my mascara out. I am going to get my liners out. Where are they? Y'all know my DH Cosmetics. I just ordered, DHC Liquid Eyeliner EX. I ordered my new one. I'm so happy. Just look how thin that is. Isn't that good? Now, if I want to build it, I can. And stay as close to the hairline as you possibly can. Now, as you can see, because my skin is not taut, as I drag it over, sometimes it will skip, you know, when the skin just kind of, it's not rubber bandy anymore. See the look? Isn't that a pretty line, you guys? I feel like it is. And I think I just did real good. Well, I just love me today. There, see, that skipped right there. And that's just because my skin's not tight anymore. And I feel like this liner's honestly helping this color as well. Because this reddish burgundy, while I do have green eyes, and that does help green eyes to have, you know, purple colors. So burgundy's like a red purple, isn't it? Oh, I just boo-booed, but I'm going to fix it by coming up a little higher. And I kind of felt like that needed that anyway. Now they're not even. And here's the thing. The other one looked better. Isn't that pretty? But they're not even. It's going to have to be a little thicker now. And I did a boo-boo. So now I'm going to do this boo-boo. See, when you're evening it up, I could have just left that alone because it looked better. And I'm adding a little more closer to the lash line now. God, I look really swollen today, y'all. That's not even either. This needs to come in a little more. There. There. And I just noticed with this little very, very close up mirror that I have fallout on my nose. Sometimes y'all can see things I can't see because that camera is picking up everything, and I'm not close to that. So I guess that's it. Yeah. What do you think? So that's that. And I need my, did I bring it with me? Tell me I didn't bring it. There, I did. It Cosmetics. This is my It Waterline Gel Liner. It is the No Tug Waterproof Gel Liner that I use on my waterline. And I want you to notice that I can talk. I'm not even pulling the skin down. This is so smooth. That's because it's gel. And so it doesn't tug because it's gel. It's not dry like a crayon. I wonder what is it then that makes it waxy.